Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Continuing our playlist for self improvement videos or habit forming videos. Today, I have picked a topic about atomic habits, or you can say what can be a good strategy to think when you're planning to build any habit in your day to day life. So, you must have heard about this book called Atomic Habits, and it is one of the very famous and popular book for people who are looking to, you can say, build habits. So, what exactly is in the book is something I'm going to cover today quickly because that book is more about a particular structure and then telling you more examples how different people fit in that structure. So, I will skip all of that and I will bring the crisp summary of it to you. So let's get started. So what exactly atomic habits help you with, or what exactly it is? So I believe whenever you are trying to start with something new habit, you definitely do not always need to have motivation, because you certainly start a lot of things with motivation when you are high and you feel I will do this that, and eventually it dies down. So it is more about how you are disciplined about it or how you follow it. But apart from that, something that I believe we should also incorporate is how smart are we about it. Now when I say smart, it is as exactly as good as keeping a water bottle filled right in front of your desk will help you improve your water intake with some more strategies. So this particular way or action of doing such event or certain thing helped you, or you can say made it easy for you to increase your water intake. Just an example. So similarly, some strategies or structure can help you improve how you can build a habit about yourself. So this book is all about some similar strategies. I will quickly brief upon it. So there are three steps that are primarily mentioned in this particular book. Number one is cue. Number second is, you can say, the response, and number three is reward. So what exactly are these three? Let's get started. So number one is cue. Cue is the point that reminds you that you have something to do, or you can say the trigger point. So for example, you get up in the morning and the first thing you kind of do, you go to washroom or you brush. Now what exactly is happening here is you do not feel like brushing is something you need to do because you have adapted it to your routine. But if you see, you getting up is a cue, is a trigger point that reminds you, okay, it's time to do my morning routine. And in my last video I suggested to just, before doing anything, just go out, or you can say go to any area where you can have some bright light falling upon you before anything else. But coming back, so what exactly is cue is the trigger point that will remind you. Now it can be anything. You can set this up. Even like doing brush can be a trigger point, because brush is now a part of you. Doing brush can be a trigger point for something else that you would like to do. Like it can be taking some medicine or something. Lunch is an example of some trigger point. Like whenever you do lunch, I will do that. So things that are a part of your routine already, which you do unconsciously, or like for example, opening my laptop the first time for my office can be a trigger point. Writing my first message can be a trigger point, that before I do this, I want to do that. So this is the trigger point. How this will help your brain make it easy not to remember that you need to do this, but attach it along with something that you already do. So if I want to start a new habit of reading book and attach it with, okay, once I complete my office, that is my trigger point. So I do not need to remember that I need to read a book, but I know that once my office gets completed, next thing is I will open my book and read it. So that's kind of a trigger. Now what is the response? Response is the activity in itself. Like that habit in itself is something that you can do. You do not need to do it regularly, honestly. You can always improve, but most important for me, or what I believe, is that trying or going that extra mile to attempt it. Okay, it's not necessary like you read half an hour 1 hour book daily. If you plan to, it's fine, but just try to read it for 5 minutes. Make sure that you are trying to make that a part of your habit or routine. Now, the third is the reward. It's very important to give yourself a reward as well, so that it kind of brings small motivations in between. So, if you're planning to reduce sugar, or you can say dieting, or even if you're planning to add an habit like reading book, you can add a reward to yourself. Like, if I complete this particular chapter, or after a week, or after this book is done, I will reward myself with this particular movie or TV series or something. Now, definitely, this will need some self control that you won't otherwise watch it or something. But it's more about rewarding yourself for doing something good, and it's good, and it will feel you make it will make you feel better as well. And honestly, if you see, this is some rewards that you are giving you about something that you enjoy, or means you can say you were avoiding watching TV series for book. But if you see, there are always some long term rewards attached to these small habits. Why do we all try to improve ourselves, or improve or add new habits? Why do we want to read book in the first place? Why do we want to reduce our sugar intake or calorie intake? Or why do we want to uh, do some routines, add new habits to us? Because we know that in long term, if we see, these habits are something that fundamentally changes you, improves you, makes you a better person. When you read book continuously, you are learning. Like, I'm not talking about novels or that, even that helps you with some vocabulary or other things, but those are improving you day by day. So that's what the three-step process looks like. Now, before you complete this video or jump off, you just need to do one thing: take out the paper right away, pick one habit that you want to begin with, set up the trigger points. What exactly are you expected to do, and what is the reward that you are setting it up? And you can simply stick it up right in front of your wall or something, so that, okay, let's to begin with, you have something. You can put phone reminders if you want for some help, or else you can join the group down below, so that you can I will help you or assist you with getting better in life. So yeah, that's all for today. Have a nice day.